Hey Ruben, Demetrius here. So I want to shoot this quick video for you, man. Just kind of give you a better idea of what I do and how I do it, and helping sewer and drain businesses blow up their bottom line. And so, after looking at your website, I saw you guys are headquartered in Santee, which I'm originally from Oceanside. But so what I did is I typed in Santee Plumbing because that was one of the highest search terms for sewer and drain companies in Santee. And you'll notice at the top of the page, there's a couple of businesses running some Google guaranteed ads here, right? And the thing with that, and ads are fine, right, and work in certain instances, but the moment when you decide to turn off those ads, right, what happens to your leads? They stop. And so uh, the whole point of what I'm going to talk about, and why you should have a more dominant web presence, is that you essentially have uh, leads flowing 24/7, 365, right? And so as we scroll down here, there's guys some more ads. You'll notice this section right here. It's called the map pack, right? And this is some prime real estate because roughly 7 out of 10 people that are looking for any particular service are going to stop here. And so that means you're more likely to get that phone call, or they're going to click on your website and fill out a contact form uh, to seek out your services. And so, being that you guys are headquartered in Santee, I mean, it just kind of makes sense that you should be dominating your local market, right? I noticed you said you serve all of San Diego, and so I mean, it kind of just makes sense that you should be killing where you're at first, right? And so I want to talk about that for a second, right? So with this, right, obviously it entails you having a Google business profile, right? And so with that, you want to make sure that it's fully optimized. And what I mean by that is there's a section where you can fill out your business description, and you want to take up as much of that space as possible. I think you have like 750 characters or something like that, and you want to take up all of that space, right, and include some of the keywords that you wanted to rank for. So like in this case, Santee Plumbing, right? And then you also want to make sure you have your name, address, phone number on there, and all relevant information. Reviews obviously are crucial because that's your social proof, right? It shows people that are looking that you provide a good service. The last thing is citations, right? And so citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number show up on the web. And mainly those are places like directory listings. So think of like Yelp or Dex Yellow Pages. Even your Facebook business profile will give you a citation, right? And there's thousands of places where you can do that. And the more the better, because really the whole name of this game is exposure, right? And the more places that your business is seen in Google's eyes, you become the authority in your space, the expert, right? And they'll give you the nod for doing that, right? And you end up getting into spaces like the map pack, because these guys, I guarantee you, are getting tons of phone calls day in and day out, right? And I'm sure you probably know who these guys are. And so you know, the name of the game is to get into the map pack, and then also to get into the organic listings, and those are these, right? And so these are businesses that have taken the time to rank their web page. And I say web page and not website because each page of a website can be ranked, right? And with local businesses, it's usually just the home page that ends up being ranked. However, you can rank any page on a website. And so success leaves clues. And with Google, you really, it's an open book test, and you can see what your competition's doing and really kind of mimic what they're doing in order to help your own web page rank, right? And again, like I said, success leaves clues, and so we can go in and just take a look and see what the competition's doing, and then kind of mimic and then add on, right? Go above and beyond what they're doing and get similar or if not better results, right? And so, this Santee Plumbing right here. Let's take a look and see what these guys have going on, because they're obviously ranking pretty well, and let's take a peek. So right off the bat, I noticed these guys, they have call to action here at the top of the page, and content, right? Half of ranking a web page is content, authoritative content, right? And if you look, these guys had a decent amount of content. It's not extravagant by any means, but it's just for this specific location, right, which is Santee, and this was enough for them to get the nod from Google to end up showing up in the top spot. But not just content, right? You also want to have backlinks, and backlinks are essentially votes to your site. But not all votes are created equal. And the best way to explain that is the more backlinks that you have, the more votes you get to your site, but relevant backlinks. And so, for example, if you are linking to, say, another sewer and drain company or a blog, you're going to get more votes than if you were linking to, say, a pizza company, because you're in sewer and drain business, you're not in pizza business, right? And so this here is just a snapshot kind of your homepage, right? And so you don't have much authority here, right? And that's kind of what this DR and UR determines, right? It's a metric, and it shows the strength of a web page. And you should never be a 0, right? If anything, you want these to kind of be equal. Usually want the DR to be higher, right? And this is based on a scale of 0 to 100, right? And you have 36 backlinks, and out of those 36, only 10 are actually sending votes to your site, and that's giving you this here, right? And so you're ranking for 60 keywords. Well, it doesn't mean necessarily you're ranking, but you're showing up for 60 keywords, and that's giving you 39 hits of traffic a month, right? Which is not a ton. And you look at Santee Plumbing, these guys also aren't doing that great, right? And so this tells me this is kind of some low-hanging fruit, right? Which means that you could start dominating this space, man, and start expanding into other markets as well, right? Because like I said, it wouldn't take a whole lot for you to start taking over in Santee and becoming the top dog. And then obviously you start expanding throughout San Diego. And so that being said, man, I want to show you this real quick, right? So this is the keywords that Santee Plumbing is ranking for. And so you look at just the keyword Santee Plumbing gets 300 hits of traffic a month. And we saw that those guys are in position 2, right? Because there was somebody just above them. So they're getting 18 hits of traffic a month. Number 1 guy gets roughly 30% of that total traffic, okay? And that's for every keyword that they're ranking for when you're number 1. So what you start doing is you add up that total volume, right? And if you're number 1 guy, so say this is, 4 or 5, say it's 600 hits of traffic, and you're getting 30% of that, just for Santee, mind you, right? What does that start looking like for your business when you can predict how many leads are going to start coming through, whether it's phone calls or contact forms, to your business each and every month, especially when you start expanding to some of these other towns and cities around San Diego. It can be a game changer, man. And so really the key takeaways here I want you to get from this video is citations, right, for the map pack, name, address, and phone number. And then for website content, more authoritative content using the keywords that you're trying to rank for, right? And then last but not least, backlinks. So, votes to your site. So content, citations, and backlinks. Let me know, man, if you're interested in taking a look and see what next steps are. like I said, I primarily work with sewer and drain companies, so this is my lane right here, man. And if you want to really start making some serious money and go next level with this thing, hit me up and we can talk about it. Thanks.